morning everyone. I hope you are all okay and that you are enjoying the activities that we have planned for you based on space and stars. Now yesterday we went through your Red Rainbow Challenge together, so I hope you really enjoyed writing the list of things that you could see. I know I've really enjoyed seeing the ones that have come into Learning Book so far. Now that picture came from the story that we're going to be looking at for the rest of this week. So I've kept you waiting long enough. Let's have a little look at what the story is. Here it is. Now before we have a little look what the title is, I want you to have a little think. What can you see is happening on the front cover? I want you to pause the video and tell the person that you're with, what can you see is happening on the front cover? Off you go. Brilliant, well done. I wonder if you noticed that there was a boy. Oh, that's not the boy, the girl and the boy. So two children. And they're sat around a jar. And could you see what was in the jar? Look, there's a star. There's a star in the jar. And look, do you think it's day or night? That's right, it's night. But how did you know? Brilliant, because it's dark and there's stars. So the girl and boy are sat around a jar with a star in at night time. Wonder what this story is going to be about. Before we read the title, we can read something on the back of our book. Does anyone know what this is called? Well done if you know. It's a blurb. And the blurb gives us a few clues to what our story is going to be about. So let's read it to have a look. When a little boy stumbles across a special star, he puts it in a jar and takes it on adventures. But the poor star misses its home. Can the little boy and the big sister find a way to send the star safely back? That's given us loads of clues, reception. So the little girl and the boy are brother and sister. Look, he's pushing the jar up with the star. Oh, because they want to find a way to send the star back. So they find the star and put it in the jar. Take it on adventures. I wonder what kind of adventures they go on. Let's have a little read of our title now to find out what our story is called. So it says star, star in the jar, jar, star in the jar. Oh, it's all about the little star in the jar. Oh, I can't wait to read it. Come on, reception, let's get started already. Oh, look what the first page is. It's the picture that we looked at yesterday. It starts our story and it says this. My little brother likes looking for treasure. Tickly treasure. You see what he's got? He's got a feather. Tickly treasure. That's a describing word, reception. Tickly treasure. Treasure is the thing. Tickly tells us something about it. Glittery treasure. Another describing word, reception. Glittery. What a brilliant describing word that is. And it's describing that lovely stone. Even litter bin treasure. Look, he's found a ring pull. It's very strange treasure. But one day he found something extra special. Can you see where he's found it? It's in the puddle. And what is it? That's right, it's the star. So special. I thought it must belong to someone. We asked the helpful girl from school, but she said it wasn't hers. We showed it to the dinner lady, but it wasn't hers either. We asked the sheriff, but he shook his head. The fairies hadn't lost it, nor had the wizards. No one has lost it, my little brother said. That means I can keep it. My little brother loved his new treasure. He put it in a jar and carried it everywhere. These are the adventures it was talking about on the blurb, isn't it? So he's popped it in the jar. Oh, they're reading in a special reading den. They've gone swimming together. Oh, they've gone to the cinema together. They've gone out on a scooter together. Oh no, look at this. They've even gone to the toilet together. That's a very strange adventure to go on, isn't it? As the day turned into night, the little treasure got shinier, but it didn't look happy. Then my little brother spotted something up high in the dark, dark sky. There was a message. That's where we're going to leave our story for today. On what's called a cliffhanger, because it leaves us wanting to know what's going to happen next. What's the message? Who's it from? What does it say? But that's our English task for this week. I want you to have a little think. What could the message be? We know that it's written high in the dark, dark sky. But what could that message say? I'd like you to pause the video and have a little chat with the person next to you about what could the message be saying and who could it be from? Off you go. Great job, reception. So, your English task is to take one of your ideas and to write it into a sentence so that you're writing the message that the little boy has seen high in the dark, dark sky. I'm going to say that again so that you're really clear on what your task is. So your English task is to write a sentence which is the message that the boy has seen high in the dark, dark sky. Now I wonder what that message could be. It could be, help! We've lost a star. Or it could be, come back, little star. Or it could be, can you find the lost star? Because we know that so far in our story, the little boy has found the star and he doesn't know where it's come from. So I think that if there's a message in the dark, dark sky, it's going to be about this little star. So, which of those ideas could I write? I feel like writing a question. I think if it was a message, I think it's going to be about can people help them find the missing star. So my message that I'm going to pick is, can you find the star? Can you find the star? I think I can make that a little bit better by adding a describing word like we were doing yesterday. So I need to describe that star. Could be a shiny star. Could be a lost star. Can you find the lost star? Oh, I love my sentence. Can you find the lost star? That's what I'm going to go for, but I'm going to say it one more time to get it stuck in my brain. Are you ready? Can you find the lost car? Can you say it with me so I'm not on my own? Can you find the lost star? Brilliant. So it starts with can. Now I know that my sentence has to start with a capital letter to show everyone it's the start of my sentence. So can, can. Now I know, because I've seen can written quite a few times, that it's the curly ca. So an. Can you. You is a tricky word, isn't it? A tricky word that we've been learning. So I'm going to pop that in red so that you can see that that is a tricky word. Can you find? Can you find? Oh, find. It's got 4 sounds in it. Find. So it starts with a I. Oh, find. Now, I know this is a little bit of a weird one because I know in this word that I sound is written with just an I. It's using its name rather than its sound, so find. Now, you might know a different way of writing an I, and I know some of you have learnt this I sound. So remember, as long as you're using your sounds, it doesn't matter if those words aren't quite written right. So make sure you're using your sounds to help you. So find. Can you find? What's my next word? You're right, it's the word the. Another tricky word. The. Can you find the lost? Lost. I know lost has 4 sounds. Lost. 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 Oh, so it starts with a ah. S. St. It has a t sound to finish. Lost. Can you find the last star? Star. Now, I can't fit my word onto there, so I'm going to pop it underneath so it's nice and easy to read. Star. Now, that word star has 3 sounds in it. Star, star. Now, I know some of you have been working with Mrs. Molson and you will know how to write that R sound. Star. Oh, I had too many fingers in reception. Let's do that again. Star, star, star. So it starts with a S. Star, star. And then, if you know how to write that R sound, if you've been working with Mrs. Molson, you can pop it. If you don't know, that's okay. You can have a go. Or remember, it was on our front cover of our story, Star. So you can always go back to something like our front cover to help you, and you can copy it. So, I need to read my sentence and check I'm happy with it. Can you find the lost star? Does it make sense? Yeah. I've got my capital letter to start with. I've remembered my little gaps between each of my words to make it nice and easy to read, and we call them a finger space. So we need to make sure between each word we have a gap to make it nice and easy to read. There's something I'm missing. There's something I've not included in my sentence. Can you remember what it is? It's a full stop. So to end our sentence, we need a full stop to show everyone that it's finished. So I've written, can you find the lost star? Oh, do you know what, reception? We would normally end our sentence with a full stop, but this is a different kind of sentence. This is a question. And when we have a question, like, can you find the lost star? So we're asking somebody something. We don't end it with a full stop. We end it with a question mark. And that's another way of showing everybody that it's a question. So, your English task today is, can you write what message the little boy has spotted in the dark, dark sky? And have a go at writing it down. And remember, we are more interested in you using the correct sounds than we are in these words spelled correctly. So use your sounds to help you. If you know how to write them correctly, brilliant. We would love to see them written correctly. But we need to make sure we are using our sounds to write our words. Enjoy your task today. Don't forget to upload them to Learning Box so that we can see your amazing sentences. And I will see you tomorrow for the end of our story. Bye, reception.